So if you struggle with the irons, then stay tuned, watch this video, because I'm going to give you the 3 must-dos to strike your irons pure and to hit them more consistently. So if you're new to my channel, this is the first video watching, welcome. I'm Mike Newton here at Living Golf Academy. Please consider subscribing because I've got loads more content to come out your way through coaching tips, through equipment reviews and through product testing. So I think in golf there's nothing better than hitting that pure iron shot, hitting your target, hitting that green, and obviously giving yourself a chance for that birdie putt. So I'm going to cover 3 must-dos in this video to help you attain those perfect strikes and get them consistent as well through your game. So the first must-do is your setup. It is so important to get yourself in the right position, to give yourself a chance to deliver that club, get that strike, and obviously get that ball working in that right direction. So a couple of little sections in that setup really is obviously alignment, so going through a pre-shot routine, maybe try and pick that ball, or that point out in front of the golf ball that's on your ball to target line, coming into it in a square position, feet together here, place your club behind the ball. Then I think your biggest factor here is getting that ball in the right position in your stance. So obviously we're talking about strike here, and this is probably one of the biggest things that I find a lot of golfers get wrong is the ball position. They have it in the wrong position, that creates some other compensation movements in the swing to try and correct the strike and obviously try and get that ball going in the right direction. So first port of call is very much set up, and it is your ball position. So I've got a 7-iron here, so I would like to hit that 7-iron in just front of centre of my stance. So as I'm going through my routine, I've picked my point here, so I'm setting my alignment as square as I possibly can to that target. I'm placing the club behind the ball, I've got my feet together here, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a sort of small step with my lead foot, my left foot, and slightly bigger with my right foot, and that's going to position the ball just left of centre. That's going to allow me to just to sort of move onto this golf ball and obviously get that desirable strike that I would want. So the second must-do tip here is your low point and how you can control your low point, and more importantly get that low point past your golf ball, so i.e. your target side of the ball. So again, hitting that pure strike is so important to hitting your desirable distance that you want it to go, and obviously getting the right spin and control for when the ball comes to land. So many golfers will maybe get that low point a little bit inconsistent in the wrong area, so i.e. maybe before the golf ball, obviously hitting heavy shots, fat shots, or maybe not even getting it low enough and actually just sort of thinning it or even topping the golf ball. So low point control is quite crucial, and this sort of ties into what we've just done with ball position, because obviously the ball position will dictate a little bit of this low point. So we've got that ball position just forward there, but then we've got to think, right, we've got to get this low point past the golf ball. So the biggest thing we need to do here is to get that weight transfer across from that lead leg at the top of the backswing, okay, and then try and get that shifting into that that lead leg there on the way through. So trail leg on the backswing, and then push and transfer into that lead leg early on that downswing. So feeling that pressure into that left side at impact here, okay, to try and get that low point past the ball. Let's give this one a go. So I've got the ball position just left of centre, and I'm going to push my weight, transfer it into my lead leg quite early on this downswing. Good. Okay, so I took a bit of the mat there. You may have heard that on the video there, but I got the ball first, which is the important bit. So your divot size could be quite big there, but obviously I'm getting ball first, which is that's going to get that desirable sort of distance that we're looking for. So must do number 2 is to get that low point past that golf ball with that weight shift. So finally, must do tip number 3 here is to get that extension of the arms, commit to the golf shot through that impact or just past impact. So as we're swinging this golf club here, we're coming in, we're shifting that weight there. Let's now get that extension of the arms here towards impact, and obviously we're getting that rotation of the arms and the hands to get that club pointing, or the toe of the club pointing more in an upward position at this part of the swing. So we're going to come from the top, we're shifting that weight to move that low point, we're going to rotate through and extend those arms down that target line, obviously before we sort of wind up into that finish position. So a good little drill for you to do here is maybe just hit some sort of 100-yard 7-irons here, so just hitting them quite sort of softly. So think a little bit more sort of 3/4. We're going to shift the weight, but then we're going to hold the finish here. So this is where I want you to stop your finish. And obviously, full shot momentum will take you further than this, but just to give you a feel and maybe get some feedback here, I want you to try and stop the club at this position where that toe's up in the air and you can see those arms are in a nice extended position. I see so many golfers will get to this impact position and then they'll pull or retract these arms, elbows into the body. And then again, this is really going to affect low point strike, club face control as well. So just going to hit one down the range here, about 100 yards. So it's not a long shot here, just going to take a lot of power out of this and literally just get the momentum going and the movement going, hit that sawn off follow through. There you go, just a very clippy. Oh, that's probably got about 105 yards. So, but that's a really good drill to get that feel of that extension there. So definitely not going to sort of pull up or pull around ourselves here coming through impact. Okay, so if you've worked on those three elements there, those three must-dos, so the ball position, the weight transfer and the arm extension, we'll try and piece all this together in this shot here. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, it's a lovely strike, a very crisp strike, lovely straight golf shot on target and hitting my desirable distance that I would want that 7-iron to sort of go. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed the video, learnt something there, comment down below, give me some feedback though. If there's anything else you want to add that you might have sort of found there that works for you to get those iron strikes really sort of crisp, let me know, feed the comment down below. But this should really help you out in terms of just getting the right sequence of events here. But obviously your start position, setup's important, the weight shift to get your low point, and obviously that commitment through the shot with extending those arms into that finish position is also key as well. Thanks so much for watching guys, we appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that logo in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, NNG, and hit that bell icon to get notifications of any future videos, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.